welcome to today's presentation on how Codex Alimentarius helps the Philippines in product development and exporting to global markets. Today, we'll focus on the key Philippine export sardines and examine how the country's industry members participate in Codex Alimentarius and the impact of its standards on food innovation. We'll explore the role of Codex in ensuring quality, safety, and market access and how it empowers Filipino producers to meet global food standards. This presentation will also illustrate how Codex directly influences the sardine industry in the Philippines, supporting both its growth and sustainability. The Codex Alimentarius or Food Code is a collection of international food standards, guidelines, and codes of practice. It was developed by the Codex Alimentarius Commission, a joint initiative of the World Health Organization and the Food and Agriculture Organization. Codex provides guidelines for food safety and quality that can be adopted by countries to ensure safe food products for consumers globally. This framework is especially important for trade, ensuring that food products like Philippine sardines can meet the standards required for export to various countries without facing trade barriers. Codex standards are essential for ensuring that food products can be traded globally. For the Philippines, participating in Codex Alimentarius is critical for ensuring that sardine products meet international safety and quality expectations. These global standards help facilitate trade by removing potential barriers as countries recognize Codex guidelines as a benchmark for safe and high-quality food products. By aligning with Codex standards, Philippine sardines gain access to larger and more diverse markets, particularly in the European Union, the US, Japan, and other major seafood importing countries. The Philippine sardine industry is a vital sector in the country's economy. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, sardine export volume reached 9,154.31 metric tons with an equivalent value of 19.5 million US dollars. 12% of the Philippine sardine export goes to Germany, the Netherlands, and Spain. The industry supports thousands of workers and contributes significantly to both local economies and global trade. As the global demand for sardines continues to grow, ensuring that these products meet international food safety and quality standards is essential for maintaining the industry's competitiveness. Codex Alimentarius provides specific standards that regulate the production and safety of sardine products. These include Codex Standard 94-1981 for canned sardines and sardine-like products. These standards sets requirements for the processing, packaging, and labeling of sardines to ensure the safety and quality of the products. Codex also provides guidelines for safe handling and prevention of contaminants such as histamine, a byproduct of bacterial contamination that is a common concern for canned fish products. The Codex standards on maximum levels of contaminants, food additives, and hygiene practices ensure that sardine products are safe for consumption and meet consumer expectations. One clear example of Codex's impact is that export of Philippine sardines to the European Union. In 2013, researchers discovered that Sardinella lemuru had often been misidentified as another sardine species, creating confusion. This issue became significant in 2016 and 2017 when European Union authorities rejected shipments of Philippine canned sardines because Sardinella lemuru was not listed in their product standards. To address the difficulty of exporting canned sardines from the Philippines, the Department of Agriculture, National Fisheries Research and Development Institute launched several initiatives to add Sardinella lemuru, commonly referred to as tamban, to the roster of approved species for export to the European Union and other international markets. The Philippines is an active participant in Codex Alimentarius. The Department of Agriculture and the Food and Drug Administration Philippines are responsible for representing the country in Codex meetings. Hence, in 2020, the Philippines submitted a proposal to the Codex Secretariat for the inclusion of Sardinella lemuru in the Codex standard. During the 43rd CAC session, the Codex Committee on Fish and Fishery Products was reactivated to review the proposal, with Norway recommending the Philippines lead the EWG to establish scientific evidence. The proposal received broad support and underwent extensive technical and sensory evaluation. In 2022, the Philippines hosted the Electronic Working Group meeting to evaluate the proposed amendment of including the fish species Sardinella lemuru in the standard. The European Union co-hosted the event. Following extensive research, a thorough review, the amendment was approved on November 27, 2024, officially incorporating Sardinella lemuru into Section 2.1 of Codex Standard 94-1981 during the 47th CAC session. This addition brings Philippine sardine products in line with the global standards, ensuring adherence to EU regulations and creating new export opportunities for local goods. The Philippine government has integrated numerous Codex Alimentarius standards into its local food safety regulations. The Food and Drug Administration of the Philippines oversees these standards, focusing especially on food additives, contaminants, and packaging. Likewise, the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources adheres to Codex guidelines that promote sustainable fishing practices, ensuring that sardine harvesting is done responsibly and maintains environmental sustainability. By aligning its local regulations with Codex standards, the Philippines fortifies its regulatory framework, boosting both the safety and global competitiveness of its sardine products. With the recent adoption of the Codex standard in 2024 that includes Sardinella lemuru, Philippine sardines are now positioned to meet EU inspection requirements, granting access to this profitable market. Codex standards foster innovation in the Philippine sardine sector by offering guidelines for developing new products. This enhances consumer confidence in Filipino goods, driving demand and creating new opportunities in European markets. Such innovations improve the competitiveness of Filipino sardines in global markets, particularly among the increasing demand of consumers. Codex Alimentarius fosters food innovation while ensuring that products comply with the highest safety standards. For the Philippine sardine sector, Codex offers a framework for creating new, healthier, and more sustainable products. The inclusion of Sardinella lemuru in the Codex standard underscores the Philippines' dedication to innovation, quality, and global competitiveness. This important step enhances the nation's image as a reliable supplier of premium sardine products and reinforcing its position as a major player in the international seafood market. By actively participating in Codex Alimentarius, the Philippines ensures that its sardine industry remains competitive and adheres to the highest standards of safety and quality. Codex standards provide the framework for maintaining food safety, fostering innovation, and meeting international market requirements. As the demand for sustainably sourced, safe, and healthy products continues to rise globally, Codex will play an essential role in supporting the Philippines to not only maintain but also to expand its presence in the global sardine market. Thank you for watching our presentation on how Codex Alimentarius supports the Philippines in sardine product development and export.